John Clune, left, and Baine Kerr have represented most of the accusers in every high-profile sex assault case involving big college sports programs over the past decade. Matthew Staver, The Washington Post, by Kyle Swenson. Kyle Swenson, reporter for Morning Mix. Email bio follow September 26 at 6:45 a.m. in early 2013, as a Florida State University student leveled a rape allegation against the school's star quarterback Jameis Winston, forces on campus and beyond all seemed to crash down on the accuser at once. Erica Kinsman maintained she was raped by the future Heisman Trophy winner after meeting Winston at a nightclub in December 2012. But after reporting the incident, Tallahassee authorities and school officials seemed reluctant to target a blue-chip football prospect at a powerhouse program. "This is a huge football town," a police officer told Kinsman, who recalled the exchange in the 2015 documentary The Hunting Ground. "You really should think long and hard if you want to press charges." When the allegations did break out in the mainstream, Kinsman was swallowed up by a five-alarm media firestorm. Winston said the sex was consensual. Kinsman received death threats. She watched as ESPN analysts bashed her credibility on television. "All these people were praising him," Kinsman later said. "They were calling me a slut, a whore." In the middle of the chaos, Kinsman reached out to Colorado lawyer John Clune for help. Along with co-worker Baine Kerr, Clune had become one of the legal system's most well-known advocates for victims of sexual assault, particularly on college campuses. On behalf of Winston's alleged victim, Clune filed lawsuits against FSU and the quarterback. Although Winston never faced criminal charges and went on to the NFL, both Kinsman's legal complaints were settled in 2016. Now, Clune is again front and center in a high-stakes maelstrom involving sexual assault allegations and questions of power. The attorney is representing Deborah Ramirez, the second accuser to emerge against Supreme Court nominee Brett M. Kavanaugh. As first reported Sunday in The New Yorker, Ramirez says the judge put his penis in her face, while the two were both students at Yale University in the 1980s. Kavanaugh denies the incident, but paired with allegations from California professor Christine Blasey Ford, the question of Kavanaugh's past behavior is threatening his nomination. "This has to be investigated by meaningful law enforcement," Clune told CNN's Anderson Cooper on Tuesday night. "This is not something that can be done by the Senate or some hired gun prosecutor that wants to cross-examine either Ms. Ford or Ms. Ramirez. Clune's resume makes him uniquely qualified for the task. In legal battles with superstars such as Kobe Bryant and powerful collegiate institutions, the attorney has zealously protected his clients and fought for their cause. I don't think there could be a better lead counsel for Debbie than John," Clune's co-worker Kerr told the Denver Post this week. "All of these sexual assault cases overlap with what Debbie is going to need." Clune began his legal career as a prosecutor in Eagle County, a Rocky Mountains region west of Denver, according to his official bio. His baptism in the glare of international media attention came in 2003, when Clune was in private practice. That June, Los Angeles Lakers guard Kobe Bryant arrived at a hotel in Edwards, Colorado. Days later, a 19-year-old hotel employee told law enforcement the basketball star had raped her. Bryant maintained the sex was consensual. He was charged with felony sexual assault. As media attention zeroed in on the case, Clune signed on to represent the accuser. As the Washington Post reported in 2015, the attorney helped her avoid the frenzy of media attention, fought for her privacy in court and sued Bryant. The criminal case against Bryant eventually fell apart, but Clune's client settled her lawsuit for a sum that wasn't undisclosed. Clune continued to take on cases representing the victims of violence. Anytime you see a class of people who are being mistreated and discriminated against. Once that light's kind of turned on for you, it's hard to look away from it, Clune told the Post in 2015. When you start to see the injustices, it's hard to not continue down that path. In 2013, Clune joined the firm of Hutchinson Black & Cook, where attorneys such as Kerr had developed a robust practice specialty in Title IX lawsuits. The federal law originally prohibited sex discrimination in education programs receiving federal funding. But court decisions in the 2000s allowed attorneys to use the statute to hold universities and colleges accountable for campus sexual assaults. When Clune took on Kinsman's case at FSU, he sued the university in federal court, citing the statute and alleging FSU hid the assault to shield the football program. The school eventually agreed to settle for $950,000. The attorney has also been involved in the unfolding sexual assault scandal at Baylor University. According to CBS News, Clune targeted Baylor last year with a Title IX complaint on behalf of a former student who claimed she was gang-raped by two football players in 2013. The incident was one of several that led to the ouster of football coach Art Briles and Ken Starr, the school's president, the same Ken Starr who as an independent counsel helped bring on the impeachment of former President Bill Clinton. The lawsuit was settled in September 2017. Ramirez's situation echoes many of the features of Clune's past caseload: a powerful man accused, the accuser's motivation questioned and discredited, intense media interest. But the Kavanaugh case is playing out in the political space of a confirmation hearing, not a courtroom. As Clune told MSNBC's Rachel Maddow on Tuesday, he is struggling to get the Republican-controlled Senate Judiciary Committee to hear out Ramirez's story or discuss the accuser's possible testimony. "They won't talk to us," he said to Maddow. "The demand that they keep making to us is, give us every piece of information that you have now, and then we can talk about scheduling a phone call." And that's just not the kind of partisan game playing that our client deserves. Clune indicated to Maddow he would continue to press for a full legal investigation. "There are plenty more people that need to be contacted that, if there is gonna be a real investigation," Clune said. But at this point, it doesn't look like there is at least much of a momentum for that to take place.